Thank you for joining me today. My name's Katrina Doran and welcome to the world of Doran Studio. We're gathered here today in the front room of my home and studio, which sits on a busy street, so you'll see a lot of flashing lights come across the screen as cars and trucks drive by, and you may hear some external noise. And I just came up here because I actually cleaned up and reorganized this room in the search for a piece of fabric for What's the Big Idea costume. And the particular piece of fabric was the velvet skirting for our Christmas tree, and it led me to come in and take the Christmas tree down. And yes, it's February, so it was time, but the Big Idea project has really kind of started to take me on this journey that is interesting, and I thank you for following along with these little videos as I go through the whole process of following out an idea. Like, what does it even look like as a creative to follow an idea out? So in the first video we saw that the big idea in the costume came from a vision board, which I use as a way to access desires from my subconscious. And so a costume is coming from that, and I used to be a costume designer and maker, so I'm making a costume just from things I have on hand at home, and that's how the process is beginning. So the very first, I'll show you what I've gathered so far. One is a giant just linen tablecloth, but I like the stripes in it, and I don't use tablecloths much for anything. So this is going to be my cape. In the first video you saw that I have these gorgeous furry cuffs, and one is going to go on as a headpiece. The other one will be the back of the collar for the cape. My cat Roberta here is coming along. She loves to chew on these, so we could dress her up in the costume too. But I thought this is the fabric that was the tree skirt for my Christmas tree. It's really beautiful. It also matches the painting behind me. This rose color above my head in the painting, that's also, I think, something I'm going to paint onto the cape, because I'm liking this combination of colors. But look how pretty. It's really pretty, right? So, so the cape will get painted. It'll have appliques on it and furry stuff. It'll be a lot of fun that way. I also have this beautiful Schumacher trim that I put on this pillow here, but I have some leftovers. This was made in Paris, and I'm kind of wanting to go to Paris. That would be fun, but some little epaulettes might work with the whole thing. I don't know. So I'm playing with that. I'm not sure yet. So those are those components that I've gathered. And then this is another tablecloth. This is a round tablecloth, and it has a nice diamond patterning in the fabric itself. I like that. Mostly what turns me on is the fringe here. So this will be a fun swingy kind of dress. A real simple dress that I can just cut a hole in. I'll make a swingy little top, or kind of fore dress, and I'll put some straps on it. And then I'll have a nice neckline with place for some nice jewelry, and it allows me to explore another idea that I've had, which is to mosaic into jar lids. I've been saving these jar lids because I thought they'd be fun to work into. So watch. Yesterday none of my videos were working, so I sat down and started this mosaic, and it's Picassiette and Filati, which is what they use in micro mosaics, and then I have some bugle beads, so I don't know. I can get this up here. You can see it. Could be fun. Come explore with me. I'll keep you posted with what else I come up with. And it was kind of fun listening to that little 45 I found of Lionel Hampton. This is our listening room at the studio. We listen to records in this room, and when I clean things up, I find our treasures.